In the energy quadrant, in the last 2 days, WTI crude oil futures rebounded enough to turn slightly positive on the week. The low today was 58.71, which was actually a slight gap higher from yesterday's settlement, 0.03% to be exact, which basically gave us a straight up session today in WTI. And the high today was 60.65, which was up 3.34%. As we close out Friday and close out the week, the December crude oil contract is still up 2.13% on the day, but only up slightly more than 0.25% on the week, 0.27%. Ukrainian attacks on Russian refineries have reduced Russia's seaborne crude exports. Ukraine has struck at least 28 Russian refineries, according to reports, in the last 3 months, worsening Russia's fuel crunch and cutting its export capacity. Drones and missile attacks reduced seaborne fuel shipments to 3.45 million barrels per day in the 4 weeks ending November 9th, down 130,000 barrels per day, and it's the lowest level in the last 2 months. By late October, 13 to 20% of Russia's refining capacity was offline, cutting output up to 1.1 million barrels per day, while new US and EU sanctions are further restricting exports. That's part of the supply story. Now, according to oilfield services company Baker Hughes, oil rig counts jumped by 3, and that's the 4th beat of expectations in the last 5 weeks. But overall rig counts are still fairly flat in that 415 rigs area. And despite that, U.S. crude oil production has risen steadily over the past 3 months, reaching a record high of about 13.86 million barrels per day by early November of this year, up from approximately 13.64 million barrels per day in July. This reflects about a 1.55% increase week over week and a 2.68% increase year over year. And going forward, that has to be part and priced into crude oil supply and demand picture.